Bafana, absolutely terrible, shambolic performance against 10-men Egypt for more than 45 minutes. Bafana lose their second group game at AFCON 2025, 1-0 against Egypt. Egypt got a penalty. Mo Salah's Penenka over Williams wins it for the Egyptians, and they held on. They held their nerve and secured the 3 points, which means they on 6 points. Bafana is on 3 points, second in the group table. Angola and Zimbabwe played to a draw, which means the next week it will be a fight against Zimbabwe because they will go all out for the win. But I'm going to rip into the players and we're going to give you a full review. I'm going to talk about the big talking points, what happened in the game. I'm going to give each player a rating. I'm going to tell you who was standout and who was terrible. But to be honest, there's not a lot of good performances to talk about. There's only one good performance to talk about. That's a spoiler alert. Only one good performance. The rest we are ripping into them. Let's start straight into it. The only player that gets an 8 out of 10. Mbogazi. Mbox. He gets a gold star. Exceptional how he handled Mo Salah. Mbox, well played. Defensively, was absolutely superb. He was not rash. He didn't dive into challenges. He didn't make unnecessary slide tackles. He slid when he needed to. He covered his defenders and his teammates when he needed to. And when he was one-on-one against Mo Salah, he won every duel. Every single duel. Even when Salah was holding it, trying to waste time back to him, he was patient, put a foot in, won the ball, gave it to us to progress. He only made one mistake that I hated, and that was shooting late on in the game, showing me that he's losing his patience. He lost his patience and started shooting from way out. Yes, we know he does it, but you don't automatically score from them. You don't always score from them, and this is the type of game where you need patience. But that was very, very contagious because every single one in the squad was doing that. We were shooting from far. Why? I don't know. Mudiba did it. Mukwena do it. We need patience. Where is the game plan? Where is the belief to literally score a goal that you're going to create a big chance, create a good chance, a clear-cut chance, and let's take it? We didn't do that. Let's start with this lineup as well. Once Mbogazi is the only good performance that I have. Besides that, let's start with this lineup. Hugo Bros made 2 changes. He brought in Mbata from Bule, and he also brought in Moremi from Kota. Those were pretty predictable. I spoke about it in my earlier preview, in my match build-up. Moremi's impact in the last game was going to earn him a starting 11 place. And because it's against Egypt and how dangerous they are, that Hugo Bros would go for a more defensively minded lineup. We saw it immediately at the beginning of the game. The type of game that he wanted to play, he was not interested in going all out to win this game. He did not have that mentality. He wanted to stop Egypt first and then play his game rather than us trying to impose ourselves on Egypt. And Egypt came at us. When Egypt scored, they actually deserved it because they were the team that had the only attacking threat. They had the only attacking threat in that game with Mamouche, who was very, very dangerous. We picked up a few yellow cards because of Mamouche. We made very silly errors from the very beginning. Mukwena picked up an early yellow card and they put set pieces into a box. They had so many corners as well. Just like how Angola started, they were on fire and we were not so good in the first half. Let's talk about the big moments in this game. Egypt penalty. Was it a penalty? That's how we play football. We know that's how we play football, that you try to shield someone, right? You try to shield someone. Unfortunately, in this case for Mudau, his hand hits Salah in the face. Salah is a diver. He goes down. He knows, though, that because he goes down, VAR will have a look at him and give him a penalty. Is it a penalty? Unfortunately, it is. It is. It's unfortunate. It's one of those where sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but he caught Salah in the face. He caught Salah in the eye. The question you're going to ask yourself is, what is his hand doing so high up there? If he's going to shield someone, at least let it be on the chest. Unfortunately for Mudau, he lost a little bit of concentration. I think a lot is happening in his mind. It's a very intense game. It's an AFCON qualifier. So he's not really thinking too much. He's thinking, yes, I'm blocking him, which is normal, but unfortunately his hand is too high. So you might not like this from me. You might not like it for saying it, but I'm going to keep it objective. That is going to be given as a penalty at an international tournament because the bars are so high. You cannot make any mistakes, right? So that's a definite penalty. Salah steps up. He panenkas it over Williams. I know Salah to always like going down the middle sometimes. So I thought Williams could have waited, maybe put the pressure back on Salah. Good penalty from Salah. It ends up winning the game. Another big moment, Egypt's red card. Was it a red card? 100%. Absolutely spot on refereeing. Hardy was late on Mukwena. He was pulling him and he even steps on his foot. It's very late. It's a yellow card. It's a second yellow. Easily, it's a red card. nothing to discuss. Flawless performance from this referee. But was it supposed to be a penalty? Tebogo Mokwena's shot hitting Egypt's defender on the arm as he's sliding to block it. It hits him here. He's inside. That's why VAR said to the referee, you need to go review it, because the ref initially said it is a foul, it is handball, but he said it's outside and gave a free kick. VAR says, oh no, then you're going to have to want to look at it again, because if you're saying it's a free kick, it's a foul, then you have to go look at the monitor, because the foul happened inside the box, behind the line. Even on the line is considered inside, and that should be a penalty. So now the referee goes and he goes to the monitor and looks at it again for himself and decides it's not even a foul. You're going to hate me for saying this, but it is not a penalty. The referee got it 100% right. There is no way that Egyptian player slides to block a shot from Mokoena and can really think about Mokoena miscuing his shot that badly. Mokoena does not even strike the ball well. He hits it and it spins. He does not intend for it to go there. He's not passing a player, and the shot is wayward. It's way off target. He caught it badly. No player who's playing the game can reasonably expect that that is the direction that Mokoena had intended to hit that ball. So there is no way that that can be a handball. There's no way it can be a handball. It's definitely a ball to hand. And because it's in the box, it's actually not even a foul. So the referee got that 100% correct. It's not a foul. So the ref had a perfect game in big moments. He gets a 3 out of 3. Exceptional refereeing from the game. Some people will say he spoiled the game. He gave out too many yellow cards. He gave appropriate yellow cards. Pulling, late tackles, cynical fouls. Those are yellow cards. Tactical fouls, those are yellow cards. The red card he gave to Egypt, the tackle was late. That's a yellow card. But all these big decisions, I think they got spot on. Really. Yes, you might be like, this penalty for Egypt is harsh. It can be harsh. It's still a penalty. A harsh penalty is still a penalty. The Egyptian red card was very deserved. I don't think anyone is complaining about that. And the SA penalty that was not given was the correct decision. The referee got it spot on. Again, I'll say it. There is no way Mokoena intends to hit that ball the way he did it. With Shapileka Banana, he skewed it off the side of his boot. He miscontrolled his shot. It's wayward. No one knows where it's going to go. And it ends up hitting the arm of a defender who's sliding to block the shot with his body and his legs. And the way he's sliding across in a way that he's anticipating that the shot is on target. So that's a clearly off-target ball, off-target shot. It's not even going to a South African player. It's not even a pass. So the referee, again, gets it spot on. And that's me to say congrats to the referee. That is a good call. All of them, he got it 100% right. As South Africans, we should not focus on the fact that we were robbed. We were not robbed. We had a poor performance. Take it back to us. Put the responsibility back on Hugo Bross and the players for that terrible shambolic performance. Hugo Bross rating for this game, sir, 2 out of 10. Red. My rating for Hugo Bross' coaching performance is a 2 out of 10. Why? Number one, he's not brave. He went with a very defensive lineup. Not brave. And secondly, his subs were completely unimpactful. They did nothing for us. The game plan was wrong to begin with. It's like he feared Egypt. He wanted to give us a boring game. You could see how the game from the very beginning, we were so slow in build-up. It's like we were not even trying to go forward. We were wasting time. We were relaxed. Mbogazi, Ngezana, Williams at the back, just knocking it around like we have nowhere to go. Like there's no goal to be scored. Like we don't want to play. Like we don't want to go at Egypt. He deserves to lose this game because of his approach. Bafana deserves to lose that game because of the approach and the performance from the players. Where was the quality when you're facing 10 men to be patient, believe you're going to score, create a big chance, knock it about? Have the patience to wait for a lapse in concentration in their defense. There's times where we create 2v1 situations out wide and we still play a very terrible ball that ends up being a goal kick. It's a 2v1. You get it? The defender approaches, a player makes a run behind him. Just knock it around. It's a simple pass. Check your weight. It's not good. It goes out for a goal kick. It goes to an opponent. All the time that we created the 2v1, nothing happens. Our wingers absolutely dead today. Terrible. Could not beat a man. Muremi, terrible. Wants to do the same thing. Cut inside with his left foot. Then it's a poor cross. Or it's no cross at all. Or it's a back pass. Or it's dispossessed. You have to switch it up in your game, Muremi. Know that now, okay, let me go down the line and use my right foot to cross, to cut back. You can't do the same thing all the time. You become predictable, and he was red. Apollos, dead game. Apollos, when he plays on the right wing, sometimes he's subdued. Dead game. Gave South Africa nothing today. Was even subbed early. And that's South Africa's goal-getter. Mufokeng came on, can't beat a man also. Can't beat a man, can't put in a cross, can't use his left foot. Mokwana comes on, it's the same thing. Can't beat your man. Guys, did we have a winger who completed a dribble? One winger that completed a dribble and then gave a good cross. Bad wingers. So the ratings from our wingers, Apollos, 4 out of 10. Dead game. Muremi, even worse. 3 out of 10. Mufokeng came on, unimpactful. I'd also give him a 4 out of 10. Mukwana came on, 3 out of 10. Unimpactful. No impact from the subs on the bench. Now we go to the midfield, where you need to create. There are 10 men. I even thought Mufokeng should have played in the number 10. Don't bring Mbule on. Bring Mufokeng, let Mufokeng play in the 10. He can pick up those pockets of spaces. Maybe he can drag defenders out of position. On the wing, maybe he's not getting the ball as much and he's not as impactful. But he got the ball enough to do something. But he didn't do anything. Mbule, unimpactful. Terrible sub. Didn't do anything for us when you came on for Mbata, who also, again, what did he do? Nothing. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Not good enough when he came on. He looked rusty. He looked like he hasn't been playing. He looked nervous. Yes, it's okay. Nerves are understandable. But he looked like he's just been thrown into the deep end. He was not ready to play. He was not ready to be called up. Loose touches. Losing the ball. Thinks he has too much time in the midfield. You don't have time in the midfield. You're playing against Egyptians. They're going to press you. It's an AFCON. There's no time to turn and do whatever you want, especially in the first half. Everyone is full of energy. They are hungry. Egypt were hungry. They were coming at us. Mamouche roams around too much. They couldn't control him. They couldn't handle Mamouche popping up on the left, on the right, in the middle, dropping down at false 9, then going up top, driving with the ball, causing our players to get yellow cards. They couldn't control him. Terrible, terrible performance. Sitole as well. Nothing great, but nothing too terrible. Mokoena, same thing. Nothing great, nothing too terrible. What was bad about him? His shots were not good today. And also, he lost patience. He's supposed to be the one that leads us in the midfield, that controls us. Keep it moving. Direct play. Direct play. Let us go to the left. Drag them out of position. It doesn't work. Let's go to the right. Drag them out of position. It doesn't work. Let's go to the left. Put a cross in. Same time. It doesn't work. Player 1-2, get in behind them. Cut back. Doesn't work. Let your winger take a man, beat them, and do something. Create something out of nothing. Play it. Play the ball. Relax. Don't rush. From minute 45, we were rushing. Shooting from so far. Why? Why? It's going to need to be an absolutely amazing strike to beat the keeper from there. And then they start time wasting. You could see they were on a time waste from the very beginning. Williams, not a bad performance. Not much to do. 7 out of 10 for a good save. Didn't really do anything special, but there was a good shot that he saved when Egypt were on the counter and it could have been 2-0. And he also picked up good positions. His starting position was good, playing that sweeper keeper. So when Egypt tried to play a through ball, he was out in a flash. When they beat the offside trap, he was out in a flash. So not much for him to do, but he still did something. So I can't be too critical on him. I think when he was called upon, he did something. The penalty is not his fault. So standard rating from him. Mudau, I think average. Mudau, average. He just caused a mistake. But he wasn't beaten. 1v1, he wasn't beaten. He was solid. Again, can you beat Mudawu 1v1? Can you go across him? And if he was beaten, he'd recover. So defensively, he was solid. He just made that mistake with a flailing arm. Unfortunately, those you don't see very often, but it was a penalty. But I'm not going to be too critical on him for that. I'm already critical enough by saying 6 out of 10. Ngezana needs to leave my team. Ngezana needs to be dropped from the starting 11. The reason I'm giving him a 2 is because he was also terrible in the past game, and Mugaze has to cover for him. Ngezana is not ready to play for Bafana Bafana right now at this tournament. He needs to be dropped. He's a liability. He's not calm on the ball. He's not composed on the ball, which he should be as an established European international. He should be relaxed on the ball. He should be accustomed to dealing with pressure, and it looks like he's not. He makes too many mistakes. He's rash, and he can't play out from the back. So why is he in the squad? 2 games in a row. We forgave him. We gave him a pass in the last game simply because we won it. His mistakes were not punished. And even here, his mistakes are not punished. But we can clearly see that right now, he's one of the worst players in the team. Drop him for me. Drop him. Should not start the next game. No way. And definitely shows me that even moving forward into the competition, when South Africa get to the knockout stages, he should not be starting for Bafana Bafana. Not right now. I think someone else deserves an opportunity from centre back. Mudiba, also average game. And Foster, not bad. We need more from the striker. He didn't really get too many opportunities. Bafana Bafana were not creating much, especially from the wings. But also, he wasn't also the greatest. But he did create opportunities for us from his holding play. Mudiba didn't take his chance. That's an excellent chance created by Foster with his back heel. Holds 2 defenders off, brings the ball in, turns. He's facing his back to goal, plays a 1-2 with Mudiba. Sets him free one-on-one against the keeper. Mudiba just hits it straight at the keeper. And he also created the only chance for Mudawu as well. The one that was saved by the keeper. Not a bad shot from Mudawu. These are your player ratings for Bafana Bafana versus Egypt, with Hugo Bruce being responsible for the defeat. I think it starts at the top. In the last game, I praised him. I praised the squad. I praised Hugo Bruce. I praised his subs. I didn't say that the game was that bad. I actually thought it was a good game because Angola was extremely challenging. But we rose to the occasion. Good mentality. We needed again another second half of dominance. In the last game, in the second half, we came out early, we scored, ruled out for offside. We came back, we hit the post. We came back, created chances. We missed them. Came back and then scored. We didn't have that. We dominated the possession already in the first half, even at 11 men. But Egypt were more efficient with their chances. We created some chances, we didn't take them. 2 stops from the keeper. I don't think we had enough shots on target. Our wingers were completely dead in this game. Overall, terrible performance. What does it mean for us going forward in the tournament? I just think it means we might not be contenders. We might not be winners. Because we couldn't beat, or we couldn't even score against 10-man Egypt. So how would we do when we face the defending champions Ivory Coast? How would we do when we face Nigeria? How would we do when we face Senegal? How would we do when we face Morocco? How would we do when we face those clubs? This was a game that I said, if we have a strong mentality, we go out to win. We already approached it to try not lose it, to defend. We play Zim next. A point will be enough. A point will be enough to qualify. But we put ourselves under pressure because Zim have gotten a point and their last game is do or die. For them to qualify, they need to beat South Africa. So they will come at South Africa with a plan. They will come with passion, with hard work. They'll run their socks off, and they will hit us hard. And they would have seen our weaknesses, studied us in these past 2 games, and they've played us already and gotten a point against us in the World Cup qualifiers. So Zim know us. They can come up with a game plan against us. We've just put ourselves under immense pressure. We should still go through. We should not lose. At minimum, we should not lose against Zim. We should win, though. We need to win. We need to fix this. But it's an opportunity lost. In the last game, we could have rested our players. But yeah, overall, terrible performance by Bafana Bafana. Overall rating from this performance, 3 out of 10 for the squad. So, that's my view. Let me know what you think. Again, the big moments, ref got them absolutely superb. You might not like me for saying this, but Debza's handball that he wants, Debza's shot that hit the Egyptian player's hand is not a penalty. Great refereeing. That's the right thing to do. You have to look at things first from being objective rather than being a passionate supporter. With that being said, that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Shoo.
Hi guys, this is Ikumelem Kune. I'm with KG Dato. Catch him on YouTube channel. We are football. Please, we are football channel. Sharp.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
We'll be there. Do you care though? We will be there.